Welcome everyone to another Game Informer Super Replay. We're starting a new one today. We're playing Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, but we'll find out as time goes on. Playing it is going to be Marcus Stewart, who is in full character. He's, what is that superpower? I know it's Naruto, but what does that give you?
Well, we're the Game Informer Village, as you can see, symbol, so I guess we can turn into video games and then distract the enemy ninjas because they're just going to play the game that we turned into instead of destroying our village.
I don't understand. I'm just going to move on to Dan Tack, who I told him to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. And he's more like, who do we got? Emperor Palpatine here?
Sure, let's do
the Sith
dark
Lord.
side. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. This is I thought that Marcus would need a little assistance from the dark side to beat this game, rather than somebody like Ben Kenobi.
All right. Well, I can't argue with that logic until it goes south, and then we might have to shift gears. But
and by the way, I've heard this game pronounced so many different ways from people in so I don't think there is a accepted there is probably somewhere, but I don't know.
What we're gonna go with Sekiro until we get corrected, right?
Okay.
Until Miyazaki shows up and tells us to just shut it all down.
Now, I would believe what his pronunciation. Yes. And his alone.
Welcome everyone. Hope you're having a great day. We got 35 people watching so far. Darth Dan has already started. It's got a nice ring to it.
I like it.
Oh, we should pay attention. We got some lore here, Dan.
Yeah, the story of this game is very easy to understand compared to a Souls game. So anyone watching for the story, it's pretty explicit.
All right. A lot of sword fighting.
Big story coming out here. Like lots of really gory, brutal sword fighting in the Son Goku area.
You guys know the name of the weapon big guy's using?
Katana?
No, is that a pipe?
Or the Nodachi?
Sure. Is that a Pokemon?
A giant sword?
Nodachi.
Well, I guess he's dead.
Oh, the
now.
pike? No, the pike won't be it. I am not playing Evan. We actually have Marcus on the sticks.
Yes.
It's going to be a bit of an experiment. Oh, he's on PS5.
Very cool.
There was no PS5 version of this game, though. PS4 version.
So yeah, is that in 60 frames on the PS4?
Allegedly, according to a Digital Foundry thing that I looked up.
Okay.
You came prepared. You went to Digital Foundry.
Yeah.
I mean, every frame counts, right?
It's my motto for life.
Bandit, that's right. Super Replay is back, and guess what? 2-hour episodes are on the menu.
Wait,
So
what?
settle in.
Do we promise that?
We did, Reiner. I mean, we can go back on it if you want.
I think I said longer than the last one. I didn't say 2 hours, but I guess we're locked
okay.
in now.
We're talking about. Oh, we went
Dark
an hour and
Lord
5
is
minutes.
spoken.
An hour and 5 minutes. My bad.
You need to change your lights in your headphones to red. You got a little too much of the light side of the force on your
I would
ears
mess
there.
with that, Reiner, but I'd be afraid if I did it right now. I'm afraid it would.
Maybe
And your mic.
maybe he's like Kylo Ren.
I can do it.
He's
Let
like
me see
conflicted.
here.
Yeah, he is conflicted.
Now people love the red. I can change that. I think. I just hope it doesn't cut me out on the stream.
He is your master.
Wolf?
Darth Tack has some things to say. I'll tell you. I'm going to change these settings just to make them a little bit more Darth Sidious.
How's the audio for everyone? The game audio?
Yeah. The game also defaulted to the Japanese voiceovers, but there's subtitles. Is that okay for everyone? I mean, you can read it anyway, but do people want to hear the English voices?
アシナの国は斜陽にあり、狼の忍びはすべてを失っていた。
Does red look good?
育ての義父も守るべき主も。
That looks like it's off. Oh, there you go. That looks great.
There we go.
Evil microphone.
And now I got to do the headset.
Yeah, maybe just turn off your lights too.
My lights are off, but I've got regular lighting coming in, sadly, from the window.
Yeah. How many young
Sunlight,
how many
regular
younglings?
light.
I said, how many younglings have you killed today?
Not yet today, Marcus, but we'll get to that today.
Gotcha.
忍びよ
Shinobi.
目覚めて
Good afternoon, Cameron.
あなたの主のために
All right. Gosh, Marcus, I am excited to go through this game with you. So we're starting off with the tutorial. This should be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited
Yeah,
too,
Dan.
Dan.
Let's walk people through what this game is. Just a primer.
Okay, so for those of you joining us today, thank you so much for joining us for Super Replay. Sekiro or Sekiro or however you want to pronounce it is FromSoftware's take on more of an action game than an action RPG, which we're used to from the Soul series, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, all that fun stuff. This is more of a pure action game than it is an RPG. There are some upgrade elements, but this is a game where you pretty much have to engage with the action mechanics or you're out of luck. The game is very fast. It rewards aggression, much like Bloodborne, but also defense. You have to be both in order to succeed at this game. A really powerful offense combined with a flurry of parries and a clash of swords is sort of the game design philosophy behind this one, where you are constantly attacking and constantly defending in order to break your opponent's posture bar, which is basically... This game doesn't have stamina like Dark Souls, so swinging your sword doesn't take any energy, but there is a posture... Oh! And
Hey, we got the first death. We got one death left.
Dude, I'm going to get a death counter meter for next week. I should have had that ready to go.
Yeah, well, write it down. Make a little
All right, I'm making a note. I'm making a note.
in your table
So
if you don't have
clearly-
a pencil.
I've been
Yeah,
playing
I'm
too
gonna-
much
I'm gonna
Ratchet and
something
Clank
else.
because I immediately went like, oh, I'm gonna run on this wall, and then
All right, I've made a note. I've sent myself a note. So yeah, we're gonna die a lot. So the game actually, Shadows Die Twice, comes from the fact that you can die twice or more in an encounter in this game, because you are very fragile. So are the opponents. If you get your chops down in this game and you like really memorize a boss fight, you can annihilate them in like 30 seconds, like a whole boss, because you'll just have every counter, every parry, and here's the stealth stuff. This is important too. Stealth can give you an advantage even on bosses to get sort of an early edge on them. Essentially a free hit, maybe even a free kill on mini bosses. Lots of mini bosses are like that. We're gonna go through that as we proceed through the game. So stealth is it's a major mechanic, but you can't use it in any of the real fights.
Pretty cowardly.
You know, some would say that, Reiner, but at the core here, we're playing a fallen ninja, sort of. Well, we're not fallen yet. We're gonna get to that. This is the tutorial kind of builds up the plot.
are you?
I guess you
What's gonna
call
happen.
him a ghost, right? Isn't that what they call him? A ghost?
The wolf. The wolf, yeah.
I was gonna ask
No,
Ryan, are
ghost. Ghost of Tsushima,
you?
right?
Yeah, you're thinking of that.
No, that's a different game.
I know, but if they're doing stealth kills without anybody see him, it's disgraceful, and they call him a ghost then, right?
Sure, yeah. But he's called the wolf in this one. A wolf without fangs, since he's going to lose his arm here in the tutorial.
Hey, wait, spoilers.
I am comfortable spoiling the tutorial. I won't be spoiling things other than that until we're at the areas. M321 in chat says the Makiri counter is a must. You're absolutely right. John Dunn, thank you so much for the subscription. Thanks for being here, everybody, today.
Thank you.
This is gonna be a fun run here. I think. How many episodes, Dan? What are you thinking? I'm gonna guess 18.
I'm going to guess 40.
At 2 hours each.
Oh, at 2 hours each. I'm going to guess 20.
Okay, we're close then.
Sorry. I forgot. I was in the old format, right? My head's still in the 1 hour super replay blocks of old.
So I should also point out that I have played this game, but I've never finished it.
Oh, it's more fun to say that you've never played before, but but here we are. Yeah, Marcus did not make. He made it about halfway through the game.
Was it
So,
halfway?
That's my estimate. Yeah.
I don't know, but it's been over a year and a half since I touched it. I just kind of gave up, even though I liked the game. So this is a tale of redemption for me. So try to find the other way into this building. That it's probably easier than
I'll
it.
stop typing in a second. I promise. I'm writing myself notes so we can make this playthrough better for all of us.
You're writing the
in
novelization
future.
of this super replay.
I want to thank
You
you
know-
all again for being here today. This is going to be a great super replay. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of death. There's going to be a lot of challenges. Challenges overcome.
There you go.
Challenges met. Metal tested. And Marcus emerging victorious. That's what I'm going to see here today and this whole time.
Dan, about your keyboard, that was a great pep talk and all that. I don't want to shortchange that. Marcus, put that in your soul and ears and all that stuff. Take it to heart. Your keyboard's very noisy.
It is a mechanical keyboard.
Okay, so you intentionally wanted a noisy keyboard.
Yes, PC gamers out there, mechanical keyboards are what you need. You need that tension on every push. It's good stuff.
But is it a good streaming keyboard though?
Oh, it is. There are filters you can set to try to block it out.
Okay.
That unfortunately, when my Discord doesn't have those settings. They're on my OBS.
Just grab a pillow, put it over the keyboard, over your fingers when you're typing.
I'll tell you what, Reiner, if it's that bothersome, for one thing, I'm not going to be typing a whole lot.
I was just curious. It was very, very loud. You even called it out.
I did. I had to set myself a note. I will. No more notes. Don't need them. All right. Let's see what's going on in chatland. Ninaka, welcome. People say the game is aesthetically and thematically based on Blade of the Immortal. I think that's absolutely true. If you haven't seen the movie, I recommend that as well. A group of super assassins. Oddly enough, this is a theme that resonates with FromSoftware games outside of this game. And I don't want to get into the plot. I already got yelled at for spoilers once. But the theme of immortality through some sinister means is a big plot line throughout FromSoftware games in general. We'll talk about that more as we get into the game. For now, we've met the prince. This is what we're doing right now. We are essentially going the lifeguard of this prince. We're like the Wookiee to this Han Solo character here. All right, we've got
wait. Who's the Wookiee?
Yeah,
we're
that was an
Wookiee.
Interesting comparison.
Yeah,
we're like Star Wars here. We made a life debt.
I don't know if I agree with
more
that.
like the HK-47 to Marcus.
I don't think Han Solo worked for
Not
Chewie.
you. I'm talking about us. I'm talking about our character in the game. We are essentially Chewbacca. All right, whatever. Well, we can move on from this one.
This is young master.
Yes. Now we're talking about again, the plot is cool in this game, but it's very different than their other games where you have to figure things out. There are good guys, bad guys, some treachery, but more or less a very clear-cut story arc for FromSoftware.
Here's how I take notes, Dan Tack.
Oh God. All right. Well, I'll have a notebook. I shouldn't have to take any more. I got a phone to take notes on too, so we're good. We're good. No more keyboard, I promise. Keyboard free run from here on out, unless I have to fix something. All right, so this is our menu. We start off with these little gourds. The healing gourd is very similar to the Estus flask from the Soul series. Basically, you get X charges per life, and that'll heal you up. You don't need them so much in this game as you do the other games because healing is sometimes a foregone conclusion. Dr. Mono, thank you so much for the sub. 2-month streak, not bad. I expect to see another one out of you. Thanks for being here. I'm not playing actually this Thorpe. We have Marcus playing on the sticks. This is one of those. We are hearkening back to the old school Dan mentor through a FromSoftware game thing here. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, a throwback to Tim Turry and what, Dark Souls 1?
We did Dark Souls 1. That was for the Dark Souls 3 cover story, yeah.
Sorry, I just like messing up these books.
Thank you, Snufkin. Yeah, we're just hanging out. This is we're gonna try to take it easy. A very important part of this game, of managing this game, is to relax, because I'll tell you, this game gave me more stress than any other FromSoftware game.
Wait.
And yeah, it's part of the challenge. But man, this game was a lot of pressure to review during that cycle. Little extra lore there for you. The boss of this game was definitely like the most stressful boss in FromSoftware games that I've encountered. So this is really important. What we just saw there was a screen talking about the posture mechanic. We break the enemy's posture through parrying, and then you shatter them, you kill them, right? Lots of different ways to do it on regular enemies. Backstabbing, stealth-free. We've got a little posture
what?
too. That's. I told you this game is razor thin margins of error, right? But it goes both ways. They die in one shot. You die in one shot. It's all good.
I thought I had more health than that.
Take that note, Tack. You gotta mark it down a second down.
Dude, it's a.
Are we gonna?
Dude, tutorial deaths
note
count.
taking a running joke. I don't think we have to do that. Anyway, thanks for being here, Rocky.
mean, these are deaths, even though it's a tutorial.
Yeah, they count.
Okay,
So we're at 2.
just putting it out there, you know.
So mastering the parrying mechanic is a critical part of this game. You can beat a lot of, so they throw stuff in there, but like once you get down with the parrying, and if you need some helps with the parrying, I will be here to do that. But I think at this point in the game, we should be okay. So this is very important. Read this, Marcus.
I don't.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at
There you go.
that.
See, that was good. That was good. That was very good.
Nice. Okay, read it.
He doesn't have to read it. He just
Look
parry it. Look at that.
Taunting him as he dies. I like your style.
I can also
a good
confirm
step
that
forward, but
the
I'm
frame rate
actually
is
trying
much
to help
better on PS5. So, fun fact: if you want to play this game on PlayStation, I believe the same
Whereas
is
in
true.
the Super Replay of old, where Tim was kind of getting trolled because we didn't know how much help we should be giving, this is going to be a pure. Marcus will get the help that he needs here. We're gonna get through this.
Yes.
Like you did with Bloodborne. Our chat was very helpful.
They were. They really reminded
They
me.
told us where to fall
Yeah.
in that giant cylinder and where to go in the woods.
I think that fall part was probably the longest segment of the entire thing.
It was, yeah, but that was fun.
It was great. And yeah, you can check out our entire Bloodborne playthrough and the other Game Informer Super Replays on our YouTube channel. So, like, share, and subscribe, folks, because we got content coming your way like you wouldn't believe. Look at this. Marcus isn't going to need any help at this rate. Did you practice this?
I did not practice this, but there was a little bit of muscle memory.
I didn't say you did.
This is the easy part, though. I'm relishing this section now because I know it's gonna go all out the window in a
This
matter
is
of
the floor
hours.
boss
But
right here. Not really, but
Oh boy, we got Mercuro as a name
look at that.
instead of Sekiro.
oh, okay.
Mercuro.
Well, very well done. You knocked out a pip of his health, didn't even take a hit, deflected everything. I am
That down.
impressed. You want to see Marcus figure out the game for himself for the most part. Yes, so obviously I'm going to let him try everything first, but he is going to get assistance after. I will ask him if he wants assistance. How does that sound?
I like that.
Do I like?
I like that. You do not give it until he
When he
taps
asks.
out.
Do I,
fair.
When he taps out, you got to use his language. It's
do I
got
like
to be
physically
wrestling
tap
talk.
out,
God, do we have to go back to the wrestling?
or should I like cry? I didn't bring it up
Tap
this
your
time. No one can yell at me.
Tap your mic when you need help, okay?
Right.
Okay, I don't know how that sounds,
Only
but
when we go to the mat. Okay.
I was gonna do a whiny like, Dan.
That might happen today, depending
Dan?
on how far we get. But I'm impressed with how you're doing so far. This
You
is
see a
really good.
single tear roll down my eye, then you know to intervene.
Yeah, let's make this anime wrestling, okay?
I mean, wrestling is basically anime.
Well done.
I forgot these restore. Oh yeah, these are like gradual regen things, right?
Yeah. So those are when you're in a pinch.
I keep thinking they're like smoke bombs just because they're pellets, but
They're more similar to the grass from the Souls games.
oh yeah, this is the Fuji dust again. Throw at people's eyes and they're like, oh god.
Yeah,
So
a lot of ninja mechanics in this game, you know, because we're not a noble samurai. We're a ninja, so we take advantage of backstabbing and smoke bombs and that kind of fun stuff.
yeah, this isn't Ghost of Tsushima where like his lame dad was like, no, you can't do that.
Well, we're straight up a ninja, so yeah, we can do that, and we will do that. Anything goes here. You can use everything to try to survive.
I think I could have made that.
Makes you, Zangmaster says, makes you want another Tenchu game. Interesting fact. This
Yeah.
game started as a Tenchu game.
It did.
It did.
I love Tenchu.
Me too.
Over internally at FromSoftware, this was a Tenchu game before it became this.
I think that
in
the
its
first
early days.
like the first Tenchu and Metal Gear Solid were like the two games that introduced me to stealth as a kid.
And yeah, stealth is a mechanic you can kind of choose to engage with in this game, but it does make certain segments a lot easier. And as I've negotiated with chat, I will help you when you need it, especially with stuff like that. There's some fights you can make a lot easier with smart stealthing.
Do you guys normally tell your like important secrets in public when you're talking to your dudes out? Like the equivalent today would be if I was talking to my neighbor and I'm like, yeah, I normally keep my house key underneath my doormat.
Yeah, whenever I have NDA info, I just open it up on the bus and whisper to the guy next to me to take a peek.
You're like, hey,
We
buddy, you
laugh
can't...
at that. Remember the Assassin's Creed leak of the person going over his plane on the airplane?
Yes.
Was that for Syndicate?
Happens all the time.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Just some gamer in the seat next to him just like, whoa!
Like, hey, whoa.
You just gotta lean over like, dude, I gotta trust you, right? Okay.
All right.
So we're
This
making
is
our
going
way.
very smoothly so far. I'm actually pretty impressed.
In spite of my 2 deaths. Call the
You know,
divine.
The first
Mirror.
one was great.
Yeah, the first one was like a very FromSoftware death, right?
What are you just doing there?
Calling
We
a
slept
young
while we
master.
work- while we work. All right, Marcus, you could really impress me here if you beat the tutorial boss.
Okay. That's all I've ever wanted.
狼をよく見つけてくれた。
I gotta impress you.
So for those of you who don't know, the game proceeds after this, regardless of whether you win or lose. But you get a different cutscene, a slightly different cutscene if you beat this guy on your first try. Marcus will not, but I expect to see a good show.
I'll do better, because like, yeah, I remember the first time I played this, you know, you're always wondering, like, was I supposed to lose this guy? He seems pretty tough.
Yeah, this is one of those FromSoftware you're supposed to lose this tutorial kind of thing. They love that. They love that mechanic.
I'm gonna go Disney or something.
What pizza pairs best with Sekiro? Something spicy. Gotta have jalapenos on there. What do you think?
Banana
Ryan?
peppers. Yeah,
Banana
jalapenos
peppers.
and banana peppers. Just blend that sucker together.
Ooh, yeah.
Put some
that sounds really
sriracha
good.
on it.
A pizza bro.
Sriracha on your pizza?
Yeah.
Dang, Marcus. All right.
Just talk to Liana about that. She's a sriracha defender for pizza.
I like sriracha, just not on pizza.
Praise the spice, right?
Yeah, you gotta have some extra kick for Sekiro.
Is he following me? Okay. Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Yeah, this is the compulsory death boss, but either way, the game is going to proceed. We're going to lead the tutorial here.
I feel like video games have made me scared to step into any flower field in real life.
Flower fields are always like, especially From and a lot of other companies love to put big bosses in the flower fields. Why not? They look majestic. They look great. With the moon in the back, right? Weren't we just playing this game? Yeah, it was called Bloodborne.
Although with Ghost, when you go in there, you're on horseback, running your fingers through the flowers, just serene and beautiful.
All right, go get him, young master.
私は
Oh boy, look at that! It's about to get real.
I'm excited. I want to see how I do against this guy.
His arm is heavily protected. What could go wrong here?
I don't know, Reiner. I have a bad feeling about that arm. They show it to us a lot.
It's like, that's my strong arm.
That's a great shot.
This guy. It's the bane of my existence.
Yeah, is he though?
He was.
I think you're gonna be fine.
He's
If
the
you
only
lose this one,
boss
it's
I'm
no big deal.
genuinely
You're
dreading.
supposed to lose this one, so don't worry about it.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna get the first hit, if nothing else. I'm gonna get the
Flashing
first
swords.
hit. That's all I want, really. All right.
That counted.
Was that a hit? I don't think
there
that was
you
a
go,
hit.
bud. Yeah, that was a hit.
Okay. Oh yeah, he did lose health. Oh
That's
god.
a double. Yep.
Oh damn it! He tricked me. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, I have
Okay.
one heal. Wait, how come he's not using his heal? Oh,
You
I
have the
think.
Gourd equipped?
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah, you
did.
got the Gourd.
I just forgot
There you
what
go.
button it was.
The clash in the sword. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so satisfying. That pairing.
Yeah, and once you get, like I said, once you get the timing down on any given boss, you can just go, bing, 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 bing,
Oh,
bing,
God,
toss,
get out.
straight kill. And I make it sound easy, but that really is what distilled it down to.
I will also try to keep.
Take off, by the way.
But you know what?
Gourds. Why didn't they become the
I
same?
love
Like, you go to
gourds.
McDonald's and you get like a gourd of Diet Coke with your
Gourd cola.
number 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I could go for one of those right now. Hey, I want a spicy pizza and a gourd. Nicely done. I'm already impressed, just that you survived this long, in fact.
Oh yeah, the first time, I was already halfway through the game at this point. There we go.
All right, that's okay. That's okay. It's completely cool.
No.
There it goes.
Dr. Mano says, is the Neo character or Sekiro the better samurai? I mean, Sekiro is not a samurai. He is straight up a ninja. He's a shinobi, right? So that's a very The distinction is serious there.
Samurai or samurai?
Samurai.
Yeah, you did say
Salami.
Hamurai. Ham on rye.
And you can still, even today, you can train in ninjutsu, so you can be a shinobi today.
Yeah, like, I would not call this character a... Even though you have a samurai tree or whatever, he does not meet those criteria, I don't think. He's straight up a ninja, so he wouldn't count.
All right. I'm proud of that. I lasted like 5 times as long against
you
him
did just
than I
fine,
did the first
Marcus,
time,
and I
so.
think we're setting a good pace here.
Yeah, that was great. Progress.
Oh, this weirdo.
All right, Thorpe asks, why is Dan Darth Sidiousing it up? Well, it's because I don't have a brown cloak to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. I only have a black cloak, so that means that we're using the dark side to power Marcus. All right.
Is that actually a cloak or is that just a hoodie?
It's a robe.
It is. Oh, look at you.
Does that mean as the replay progresses, I slowly take on more evil features in my face?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends how many times you die.
My eyes start glowing red.
By the end of this, you'll look like you're 90. Yeah.
I don't know. He's done really well so far. I think this is going to be great. And thanks everybody for being here for another exciting, big super replay. This is going to be a lot of fun. So here we're meeting the sculptor. Kind of like our mentor through the course of this game. Now we're learning that we do have this shinobi prosthetic in place of our arm. A various number of cool like ninja skills can be applied to that arm over the course of the game. None of them are really mandatory, but some of them can make life a lot easier, especially in certain boss fights. Kind of Mega Man style.
Yeah, Duke Faison, they did want to make a Tenchu game, but ended up making this.
That's correct. This was originally a Tenchu game, as we mentioned earlier.
You think we'll ever get another straight-up Tenchu game? Or is that just
No,
done?
because this became it. So this is basically, I think they've basically turned this into the Tenchu franchise at this point. But I know you're asking for like the pure ninja experience of Tenchu. I don't think we will. Thanks for being here, Svethlane. I am glad to have you. This is going to be a good super replay. You picked a good one to start.
Ooh, we got a question for me here. Grindel Thorpe. Question for Reiner. Where do babies come from and why is it a stork? They come from a stork. Storks, plural. And the storks take off from Final Fantasy airships, where babies are manufactured from mana trees. Seeds. Mana tree seeds that are on the airships.
That's like actually a Final Fantasy plot, isn't it?
It better be.
That's what 16 is going to be.
So in this discussion, he's saying, bring me stuff, and I can put cool stuff on your arm. There's actually a really cool story behind this character that we can get into later in the game, much later. And again, I won't throw out spoilers that are way down the line.
Do you want to know how he got here? I can ask him.
He's not gonna tell you.
No, I mean I can ask him. Or I guess how I got here. I guess is what I'm asking.
This area that we were just in right now becomes our main base of operations in this game. Kind of similar to Majula or the Firelink Shrine in the Souls games. Although again, not as much functionality in the progression elements in this game. There's some important progression to be done, but not nearly as much as like the strict level up systems and stat point allocations of a Souls game, for instance.
Marcus is he's concentrating. He's in the zone.
I'm glad.
I love this. Look at him.
Letting it wash over me.
It's washing over very good. Yes, let it flow through you.
Yes, master. Oh boy. I also got a cool with this headband. I got this necklace that came with it. I'm wearing it to get my
Naruto necklace.
Well, I'm trying to get my money's worth. That's why I'm wearing it. But I'm gonna treat it like a Jesus piece. Maybe kiss it for luck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This super replay is getting very interesting already.
Is this the longest conversation in a Souls game?
I think it's the longest conversation in this game, most likely. I think. Longest conversation in a Souls game, period? Probably.
Wolf he's very polite. He's willing to hear people out.
Yeah, I saw something about a gap or something over to the right.
I mean, basically, long and short, what he says is, hey, I can make you new stuff for your arms, and the problem is in Ashina Castle. Go to Ashina Castle. There. That's it.
Why don't you threaten his life and have him make everything right now? So you have it all.
That's a good point, actually. We don't owe this man nothing. I mean, he did save our life and replace our arm, but other than that...
He did, but what were his motivations for doing so?
Yeah.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah. He has ashen face. So, Dan, I was going to ask you about this. These remnants are like new additions to the game, right? I don't remember these.
I don't think they were new, but they weren't in there on release. I think they're like other dead players?
Yeah, I don't remember seeing these even during my time playing.
They weren't there. They weren't there when I played through either, but I think they're just like the messages from the other Souls games. They weren't there on my run. Oh, here we go. They can leave behind shadows. Yeah. So yeah, it's just like the bloodstains and messages from Souls games.
Sure.
Oh,
and here's your bonfire right there.
Okay, he took his sword out. I thought someone was coming.
So Dan,
yo,
the day Elden Ring comes out,
yes,
let's super replay it.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah, that's how it should be done. Yeah, that sounds like an excellent idea.
Hopefully Marcus is done by then.
Oh, he will be. We have 6
hello.
months. I think we can do this in 6 months. Although, you know, hey, at 2 hours of stream, we can do it in 6 months. Emma, huh? So Emma has a big role in the story, but for now, all we know from her is that she's a doctor, and we can bring her like the Gourd stuff to make to improve our Estus flask, more or less.
Did you say Gourd?
Did I say Gourd? I did. The healing Gourd, the magic of the healing Gourd. You put the seeds in there, and then you jiggle it all around, and you drink it. It's delicious.
We can confirm Emma is not a doll. She is a real woman.
Not a doll. No dolls to talk to in this game.
Gotcha. It's good. I hope our house doesn't catch fire at some point. Though it does look pretty flammable.
No comment on that.
I mean, it's covered in papers. So that's all right. So she can increase the number of gourds you can carry, right?
Right. If you've got the right items to turn in.
Which I don't think I have any right now. Sorry, I'm skipping through her little speech here.
Yeah, dude. Chronicles is a multi-episode thing without the promise of... That's how Chronicles began, yeah. It basically was a super replay without the commitment style.
Yeah, so
we got way too much into our own lore. We blew it all up, though, so...
Okay.
Yeah, we can do whatever we want.
So I have to bring her gourd seeds to get more gourds. I don't think I have anything to bring this guy, right? For
Nope, but you will.
So we can...
It's like Nike.
You're being very thorough. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Super Replay is like Nike now. You know, Nike used to be tennis shoes, and then, you know, all of a sudden they're making dress shoes. Like,
yeah, now there's no more rules for Super Replay. There's no more, except that we do the game. That's the only rule.
we did finish Shenmue. We finished Shenmue 1 and 2. Kyle and I did.
What happened to Shenmue 3?
You know, it came out, and we did not like it.
Sorry, I'm just looking around, make sure I'm not missing anything.
Oh, Super Replay. Courteval. Gia needs to bring Tim Turry back and have him replay The Evil Within. Evil Within would be great, though. Those two games are super fun.
Yeah, that second one, I think, is severely underrated. So this guy,
this character is the training dummy. He actually does provide a pretty good combat tutorial, which I don't think you even need.
He doesn't seem to think so. He immediately came at me. He's kind of like the dude from Hades. Forget his name.
The skeleton guy, yeah.
Scully? Wasn't it just his name? They should hang out. I want to see Scully or whatever his name is hang out with this guy. Let's see. Okay, nothing's in there for now. All right, I think we're ready to get out of here.
I think you have given this the hideout so you know a very thorough examination. I like the way you look at things.
Can you
know
run?
me? I would have just been right out that door killing stuff. To my discredit. Ah, yes, the grappling hook. This is a big traversal thing. This is an awesome part of the game. Not
Look
really
at
in any of
that.
the other Souls games. Elden Ring might have some of this stuff, but certainly not in the Souls games.
Well, you go up that wall with your horse.
Yeah, boosting up the wall with your horse is certainly a new thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, this kind of traversal stuff really opens up the world a little bit. It's still pretty much corridors, but they're way more open corridors. There's a lot more verticality, and you get to move around the field a lot more with the grappling hook. And we are off. We are off to the races. The game has
Yeah, look at 'em
begun.
go.
Welcome to Super Replays for realsies now. We're out of the tutorial. Look at this. Stealth kill. Stealth takedown on the first one.
And he's on the roof.
Yeah. Did you see that immediate going to the roof? He immediately
Yeah.
knew. He's in the zone. I like this.
I think he's got stuff. Hold on. I gotta suck up his.
Yeah, so you can grab all that stuff at range. You don't have to go right next to it. You just hold the button down.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what button that is. Oh, okay,
Yep.
it's square.
Sorry, there we go.
There we go.
Are we sure
Yeah.
Marcus is playing and he's not just streaming someone else's playthrough?
He was doing really well there for a second. I'm actually sure of it because he didn't know how to pick up the money.
Oh, can I?
Like, yeah, there we go.
Oh,
The air dives are really good for to get it.
Marcus. Look at that fountain right in our face.
Yeah, that was good.
Feel you're in the splash zone.
I like this. We're off to a really great start.
What is that?
It's a ceramic shard, a piece
Oh.
of a pot.
Okay.
You know, FromSoftware likes smashing pots a lot. That's some Zelda inspiration, right? They like breaking pots. And in Elden Ring, we actually get to kill pots as monsters.
Okay. So
Ooh. What's up with that?
that's on a second. Oh, someone saw me. Oh.
So Dan, now that Elden Ring has been shown
Yeah.
a little bit, what do you think of what you saw?
You know, two things. Number one, I'm not really surprised by anything. Number two, it looks awesome. Like, that is pretty much what we had anticipated Elden Ring to be. In almost every facet. All my pre-reveal predictions did come true, for the most part. That they would still have Dark Souls-style dungeons that were very curated, and then keep the open world separate. Because I couldn't see them doing, like, a whole, like, just open world. That just wouldn't work for how they designed them. So now you've got the one big open world, and then you can go to like the 6 main levels from that open world. So basically you explore and level up in the open world, and then you go to the more curated dungeon experiences.
Oh no.
Now we got a ranged attack and melee coming in here.
Yeah.
Marcus cutting the distance. Very nice.
You have way more traversal here and speed to get to your opponents and kill them than you do. So ironically enough, you know, ranged attackers and dogs are some of the most annoying enemies in the Souls games, but you can deal with them pretty effectively here. There's a couple of sequences where they put really annoying ranged enemies at you, but mostly you can be at them within a second and take them out by using the environment.
Yeah, I love the look of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a lot of cool. There's a really cool environment later. I won't spoil, but they do kind of like overuse this area as beautiful as it is, but there are some really nifty stuff much later in the game that Marcus didn't get to in his playthrough, in his original attempt.
Cannot forget me monies.
I like Marcus is very meticulous and careful with his playing through here. I very much enjoy it.
It's good. It's like I hope it's not boring anyone. If I'm not,
This
like,
game is
ripping
never
through
boring.
people, but
There's one thing I'll say about this game: it's never boring. I once watched people take on bosses for hours at a time. It's always entertaining.
alright, so everyone that I just killed is gonna come back, which is fine, because they're behind me.
Zeus Paul Intense is Game Informer. You guys are awesome. We are, and guess what? So are you. Thanks for being here.
Oh, there is dog. Oh!
See, in a Souls game, dogs would be like bark, 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 and like be around you in circles and like be much faster than you. In this game, the dogs are
Oh, they
they're
almost
about as fast as you are, so it's not really an issue.
dogs almost velociraptored me.
You travel in packs. You can almost see what she's thinking.
It's never the one that you see, it's the one you
big
didn't
one
know
looks
that was
at you.
there that gets you.
Right.
Oh, what's over here?
Speaking
Yeah,
of Jurassic Park, if you go see Fast 9, today in theaters in IMAX, you can see the first 5 minutes of Jurassic World Dominion.
What if I never want to see the first 5 minutes of Jurassic World Dominion under any circumstances?
Dude, the last movie was great. Fallen Kingdom.
I still have to see Fallen Kingdom.
All right. I'm not turning this into a Fallen Kingdom discussion. We got a great game here.
Well, don't, because I haven't seen it yet.
It turns into like straight up horror movie, like Alien.
It turns into something.
Oh, Dan.
Breaking
my heart.
Is Dominion
Listen, as somebody
year?
who loves the original Jurassic Park movie to death, and can even appreciate the bad sequels, the new age Jurassic Park movies are not good.
I liked Jurassic World. It's not like it's not as good as the first one, but I think it's
derail
fun.
the whole super replay here. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Hold on, I got to go back to the sculptor guy because I got like a shinobi thing for him.
This guy's named Bumpy.
Oh, hi, Bumpy.
He's from Camp Cretaceous.
I like Bumpy.
Baby. Ankylosaurus. Look at him.
Reiner,
Ankylosaurus.
Is the new Jurassic Park supposed to come out this year?
Next year.
Okay, next year. Gotcha.
Yeah, it got delayed during the pandemic.
Okay, just like real dinosaurs.
I see a couple of really cool comments in chat about mechanics, but I'm not going to bring them up because I want to keep Marcus in the dark until he asks about some.
I can't see chat if that wasn't clear either.
I know.
Okay, so I'm giving. It's like I might get my first shinobi tool here.
You already got one, kind of, right? Your grapple.
Oh, right. Yeah, this is when he gets one for the arm, though. This is what the shuriken comes first. A useful ranged tool.
Yeah. You guys are my shinobi tools.
I think that's a compliment.
Oh, it is. 100%.
I think it is too.
But you're shaking your head when you say that.
Don't worry about it.
You're still doing it.
All right. Here you go. Oh,
here we go.
There you go. Let me just.
You're taking your first step into a larger world.
I don't think he's really doing anything. He's just kind of scratching my arm up.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. The loaded shuriken. Very powerful. Nice to have a ranged asset.
So I guess we got it?
I never used a whole lot of those, but they're very handy.
Did he
like
make it?
Most of the tools.
Wait, did he make? Okay, he did. Okay. All right.
So we are going to want to equip it.
There we go.
Excellent.
And then All right, thank you, sir. You enjoy whatever it is that you do when I'm not here.
It's like he whittles things out of wood next to that handle.
He is a sculptor. He is a, yes, indeed.
I have whittled exactly one thing in my entire life.
And?
What was it? A loaded shuriken?
Yeah, you can't just leave it. You can't leave it at that.
It was allegedly a boat.
You whittled a boat?
Allegedly. It didn't quite come out the way that I envisioned.
Like
but,
this big or like life size?
Like that, I guess.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It was a pretty decent chunk of wood. I did it for like a wood carving merit badge in Boy Scouts. It was good enough to get the badge, I guess. Like it floated. I don't think that was really the requirement. I think it just had to look like a boat then be functional, but I made a point to showing them that it could like float on the water and not sink.
Sure.
For like extra credit, I guess.
Oh, look at you.
All right. So we got our fancy new arm. I should probably be stealthier. But
how you feeling so far, Marcus?
Feeling all right.
We're just getting into the game now, so that's good. This is actually a really good encounter that I'll talk about, but I want to let Marcus take a crack at it himself first. But he clearly already knows what to do here.
Yeah.
He's looking confident, man.
I'm channeling all the famous ninjas in history, drawing the strength inside of me, like.
Just like Rey at the end of Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I hear like the Ninja Turtles talking to me. I hear the Three Ninjas kids. History's greatest shinobis.
Donatello.
This guy.
That means he's dead though, Marcus. I
They're
apologize.
like, these are your first steps, dude.
Wow, nice footwork.
What's he doing? I don't like that. It's like he was charging up.
Very, like, Marcus got the reflex going. Wow.
Yes, bleed for me.
Most people start the game all this in trouble on this guy, but Marcus is making it easy.
I know. Maybe he should review Elden Ring.
It's not
Hey,
good.
if you're playing on Super Replay, that's cool. That means I could go in completely, unknown on the Super Replay that we're doing on day one. That works for me.
I was trying to start a fight, but,
It did not. Backfired.
it completely backfired.
No, you don't. I should probably heal. Oh, what's he doing?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's a bad timing
Marcus
for
is
that to
already
pop
out of the
up.
way from the grab. That was beautiful. No, that was... Wow. I am truly actually really impressed with Marcus.
I'm trying to heal right now.
First mini boss.
Board it up.
He's like destroying him. And generally, players will have to cut their teeth on this dude for a while before getting him down. Because it's kind of like the first, like...
Oh, damn it, I couldn't get out of there. I was
understand what
stuck.
these things mean kind of encounter.
It's not over yet, Dan.
It's not over yet, but I mean, it really is.
What? Oh.
There it is. Well done.
Die.
There's
Yes.
many of these samurai generals in the game. They give you these prayer beads. You collect these prayer beads and you get maximum health addition, which is really good. So it is in your best interest, while they're optional, to go kill all these mini bosses. Good stuff. A gourd seed and a prayer bead. Very nice. I am impressed. I certainly didn't beat that dude on one try.
Okay. He is
Just have to
proper.
make sure. Yeah, you got your coin.
He's properly humiliated.
We got a question from chat. Do you level in this one like Souls? There is progression, but it is not like Souls leveling. So basically, you can't out-level encounters in this game.
Okay, I need 4.
To a point. You can definitely get yourself in a better place for them, but at the end of the day, you do have to learn the encounter rather than... You can't brute force it with levels in this game. It's not possible.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Elden Ring on the way. People super excited about a new IP. Everybody wants Bloodborne 2. People want more Dark Souls. Is Sekiro just kind of the odd one out? Like, if they announce a sequel, would people be disappointed? Or, do they want those others so much that if they came back with this one, it would be a disappointment?
I don't think people would mind. A disappointment? No, but I think a lot of Souls fans do. This one doesn't have... This is a great game, to be very clear. It doesn't have the customization options of Souls, and because of that, I believe that it loses some of the replayability. Right? It's a shorter game, and you're basically you learn the mechanics of the character, of the katana. You master the blade. You don't have an option to play through with a different weapon. You don't have an option to play through with magic. There's no like builds really. None of that really exists. So I think, and of course there's no online play either. So that takes out, helping out other people or fighting other people. Another thing that adds to the replayability of the Souls game. So I think this one is an odd one out in that respect, but it doesn't make, this is still a very good game. I would be more excited for them to try something different, but I certainly wouldn't mind a second game in this series.
It's a good problem for them to have.
Yeah, exactly. No matter their IP stable is incredibly powerful. Like,
yeah.
You think we'll ever get another Metal Wolf Chaos? Because I would like that.
No.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, if we didn't get Tenchu, we might get something similar, but a new IP, right?
Yeah. From likes to create new IPs so that, so that they can work with different publishers, even though it might be very similar to a different game that they've made. They love that. I love that stuff. And people there were people miffed at the Elden Ring reveal. They're like, this looks too much like Souls. Like, what did you really expect that they would stray from doing the thing they do best, which is making dark fantasy RPGs? I've had this conversation at length. That was puzzling.
You think that was because it felt like a good portion of the fan base was really turned off by Sekiro? Do you think they was like, well, let's go back to making...
I don't think that's true. It's definitely because it's not a Souls game. I don't know if they were turned off from it. I think we had fun with it, but you got to keep those you got to keep that dark fantasy RPG that From is known for coming, right? And it's been a while. It's been a really long time since the last one, right?
I think if they keep alternating like this, it's good. Go back to the dark RPG every once in a while, fantasy RPG. But maybe, I want to see them do sci-fi.
I get
like
people say that a lot.
dark sci-fi. Yeah.
So you want to see a soul sci-fi game for them?
Yeah, like Alien or Dead Spacey. That would be awesome.
Dead Space. That would
be.
But
because the creatures are
yeah.
That
would be interesting. I mean, yeah, they already basically make Dead Space creatures, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Prehistoric.
Oh, prehistoric would be awesome. But that's got to be so challenging, right?
Dark Souls dinosaurs.
That would be pretty sweet.
But it'd have to be like if Lovecraft was set.
Yeah, there'd have to be cosmic horror dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Just a T-Rex with tentacles coming out of its face. I want to parry attacks.
Make the next Madden football game.
That would be hilarious. Go out there, maybe sometime for an unknown cover story, and just be like, "It's Madden. We're doing the Madden franchise."
It's like every time you lose the ball, like if you fumble it, all of your points that you scored, go to zero, and you have to recover your points on the field.
Marcus, you're doing very well.
That animation saved me there.
Yeah, and he's starting to talk more.
Hold on.
He is comfortable with this right now.
Okay. Oh wait. Uh-oh.
I'm here for it.
Oh, big guy. You
always gotta watch out for the big guys.
Someone's shooting.
Yeah, he's up there. I just got distracted by E Honda's daddy.
Yeah. That is a good name for it. I never called him that.
Yeah, everybody wants to be a Honda daddy.
Do we now?
Honda daddy.
Oh.
Raise
so you
up.
tried to Souls dodge. That's something that I had to really. That was a huge point for me in this game to come to terms with. Like every fight I tried to start in this game, I tried to Souls dodge, right? You can't do that in this game. Jeez. It's a good way to get killed. That's a lower hammer.
I could probably just run, honestly. I don't need to deal with this.
It's a lower hammer.
You can have that. Oh, you're not.
Was that a mini boss?
No, that's just regular enemy.
Okay.
He doesn't have to kill that one for goodies.
Can't do anything. He's like, yeah. What's up, bro? Oh, he's waiting for me.
Yeah, he'll chill out. He doesn't really care.
I'm not your son, bro.
Dad, I want you to just rattle off what your game of the year is so far.
Me?
No context, no chat. You could tell us, Dan.
Actually, I'm more curious about chat. Yeah, I'll chime in too. We can go through that, but I want to see what they say. I think this is an interesting year because not everybody gets a chance to play the game of the year because they don't have the hardware, right?
That's right.
That's true.
Potential game of the year. Yeah, they don't have the full picture. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I mean. So question, I will get to your question, berries, in a minute. But first, we have a question already on deck, and that is, what is your game of the year right now? Thanks for being here, chat.
Okay, so I gotta take this to...
this is important. Popple Tree says, my game of the year is Game Pass. Well, I love Game Pass, and I bought like 3 years of it. It's not actually a game of the year. You have to pick an actual game. It can be a game on Game Pass if you wish.
Can we award Game Pass?
2 for Ratchet and Clank.
I see that.
Reiner, you said Ratchet and Clank?
No, Reiner hasn't weighed in. We got 2 votes in chat for Ratchet and Clank.
Okay.
We have another person picking the game of the year that hasn't come out yet. So that's
which game?
You know, it's expected.
Wait, is someone in there? Oh, these roosters.
A little dangerous. Be careful, Marcus.
Yeah, they're
at the Cleveland Public Library saying, glad you'll catch the live stream. I hope you're doing well. We are. Thanks for being here.
Marcus just stealthed 2 roosters.
The other rooster didn't even react.
How do you feel about that? You killed a couple of chickens, Marcus. How do you feel?
I gotta get my Popeyes somehow. Okay.
There you go. I like it. The quips. He's got jokes, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I'm looking for a sponsorship, actually. Popeyes, hit me up.
Cleveland.
Oh, he found me.
Cleveland Public Library says our game of the year is Knockout City. So maybe the whole library. Whoever's playing at that library. Yeah.
That's a pick.
Tearing him up right now.
Look at that. Look at those shurikens. Very nice.
Yeah, he found me.
I'm glad you found that bell, though, Marcus. You're going to need that.
Yeah, I got to go back to the Buddha for this.
But there's more to do here still, too. Obviously, you look like you know that.
Oh!
Yeah, Zangmaster, you definitely can attack from above in this game. It's a great way to kill a regular enemy or get a pip off of a mini-boss. When you can pull it off.
Oh god, this guy's shooting cannons and stuff. Oh!
Oh!
That sucks.
That does happen.
Wait. Oh, did I use my first death?
I don't know if you unlocked the die twice thing yet.
Oh, well, I guess I did
There
now.
we go. Maybe. I forget when you unlocked that. It's very early, but I don't think you have it yet. There it is. I think you just unlocked it. I think you just unlocked it.
I need a friend like that. That's how you know you're true friends, when they give you the ability to resurrect from the dead.
The Cleveland Public Library apparently hosts free gaming and esports events for the city of Cleveland. And their team loves Knockout City.
Knockout City's
There
fun.
you have it. Cameron Winkle, believe me, we have that discussion every year.
Son of a bitch.
Cameron Winkler asked, do we count remasters for Game of the Year? We have a conversation about that every year.
Because, like, Near
Inevitably.
Replicant would be technically in that conversation.
But for the purposes of this discussion, chat, let's just keep it to stuff that just came out this year that's new. And I think I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and weigh in right
I think
now.
I know what it is.
I think you do too. I'm
Go for it.
Returnal is my number one right now. My number two, I think, will be more of a surprise to people, though. My number two right now is Little Nightmares 2, which I absolutely adored. Yeah,
I have not played that yet.
That game's
I
really
really
good.
love that game.
It's
And
very
these are
good.
really, I don't really like platformers or puzzle games, and that game really did it for me. You know,
Yeah.
so
One of my favorite moments of the year is in that game.
Okay, I
Yeah.
gotta play that. I might
It was
play
a lot
that
of
this
fun.
weekend.
it's fast too. You can blow through it. What was it like?
Few hours?
6 hours, 5 hours? It was cool. It's pretty quick.
All right.
Mine is It Takes Two.
Yeah, and I haven't played that yet, so I got to do that. I gotta
I'm
find a
playing
good
that right
teammate.
now, Reiner. I'm towards the end of it, I think.
It's so good.
It is.
Yeah.
Even after hearing you praise it, like, I was still surprised at how phenomenal it is. Like, it's gonna be in my top 10 probably.
And what's yours, Marcus? Is it also It Takes Two?
No,
He said it's in his top 10, so he's got 9 others potentially.
I don't.
What's your number one? I'm bringing it up because like I'm really curious now that we have a lot of different games all in contention.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I'm still playing through like Ratchet and
Well,
Clank.
you gotta pick. What if
and
you had to pick one
Returnal.
right now? What if you had to pick one right now?
You
You're
know
not
what?
committed
I'm
to
gonna.
this. Believe me, you're gonna have your Game Informer Game of the Year meetings this year. Believe me. You're
yeah.
not committed to anything right now.
You know what? I will shout out another game that will likely be in my top 10 is Before Your Eyes.
Is that your number
You
one?
gotta pick one. You gotta pick one right
It's
now.
real
You
simple,
can't-
Marcus. Pick your number one right now.
Oh,
Doesn't
God.
have to-
Okay,
you're not getting married to it.
This isn't like
You're not on the
definitive
record.
game of the year.
Okay.
Oh,
This is right now.
We'll say Before Your Eyes then. Let's say that.
Okay, wow. I will now have to check that out. Okay, wow. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh.
Also in contention, Res Evil Village I really liked. Returnal, I'm right there with you, Dan. That game is brilliant.
Village will probably make my top 10.
Oh, I need to
Maybe.
unlock-
I don't know. This year keeps coming out with surprises. Like, I think Scarlet Nexus is going to make my top 10 right now. If you would have, I would have definitely not expected that. If you would have done that a year ago.
Wait, what?
You know, Marcus, you got him. The important part is you got him. All right. He knows now.
I got kissed by the explosion at the end there. Well, actually, I should go back to the Buddha because I got that bell. Let's see what that's. I think I remember.
You
what
could,
that does.
or you could keep going. It's up to you.
I'm gonna go back just to see what.
I am not going to guide Marcus here.
Just because
until
I forget
until
what
he
that
asks.
did. And the further I get, the I'll likely forget that I have the bell.
We got a lot of different picks in chat, which is great. That really speaks to the diversity of game choices this year.
Yeah, Resident Evil Village is up there for me for sure.
For as much as people always say there's no games out, there's actually a lot of games out.
There's a lot of games. Yeah, a lot of stuff to play.
Also, Uliha. That was my early game of the year during the kind of early drought. That game's very good. I feel like it's going to get buried by the time we get to December, but...
Hear the bell speak to you. Marcus, hear the bell.
Okay. I legit had to stop myself from singing the Ring My Bell song.
That's a good thing to do.
I was thinking Bell of the Ball. What does that mean?
It's like you're the best one there, right? Like you're the person everybody wants to dance with.
Well, then just say that. Why do you call him a bell?
That's cooler.
Yeah,
I want to be the bell. I was never the bell of the ball.
Oh, it's EELLE.
All right, we're going back in time 3 years ago. For those of you following along at home with this
time
amazing
travel.
super replay.
That's right. That's right.
We are now 3 years in the past.
This isn't what I remember 3 years of my past looking like.
I have an early build video of this area somewhere on a hard drive somewhere. From the FromSoftware offices.
From 3 years ago?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can I? Oh wait, there we go. I'm like looking at like, can I survive that jump or?
Yeah, you can do all kinds of cool stuff in the air in this game, which is pretty sweet.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man right there.
So yeah, this Harada Estates level was the first thing I ever got to play in this game.
Oh, you're not dead.
And it's a really good like exposition for the game, with some fun stuff.
Was this at E3?
This was at FromSoftware. I played this area.
Okay. I remember playing something at E3 behind closed doors.
There was a closed door thing. Yeah, yeah. I don't think we got to play this at E3. At E3 we played the other thing. People got to play the other thing. But I don't think I played it. I think Serial played it. It was a long time ago.
Many moons.
Indeed. And that was just the first area, which Marcus just did. I think. It's funny, it's funny. It's been so long. We're so used to annualized releases for FromSoftware, right? And it's been many years due to a multitude of factors. So Elden Ring obviously has a lot of expectations riding on it.
Would you call that your 2022 Game of the Year? You just gonna call it now?
No, I'm gonna wait to play it. Thank you. And 2022 looks like it's gonna be a packed year too. It's gonna be one of I can tell already. It's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be like a Bloodborne year where I begrudgingly have to like say, okay, Witcher 3 was actually really good too. Fine. It's gonna be one of those years because it's gonna be like what Breath of the Wild and God knows what else, right?
We're gonna get that Zelda game. Yeah.
I'm getting FromSoftware robbed again. Always.
We get technically, if everything sticks, we get 2 DC games because Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad are next year.
Hey, this game won the Game Awards.
It did win the Game Awards. Yeah.
Which was like a mild shocker. I remember at the time. I don't think anyone really called that.
I mean, here's the thing: like the years that FromSoftware games come out, there's always one other big one that just beats them out. Which hey, I have to live with that. Every year. And it'll break my heart if Elden Ring isn't amazing and, it doesn't be Game of the Year over Zelda. But obviously, I'm sure Zelda 2 is going to be freaking incredible too. I love Breath of the Wild, so.
Yeah. Bayonetta 3 next year, right?
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Keep dreaming.
What happened to that game?
Keep dreaming. That game they put it in a locker somewhere and they're just never going to talk about it again.
Yeah. Apparently it still exists.
I know. They said that it's still in development and fine. Whatever. Okay, sure.
Which, that can mean a lot of things, of course.
Right.
Maybe they have George R.R. Martin writing it and they're just waiting on it.
I want to see George R.R. Martin write Bayonetta.
Yeah, Court of All, it's they left a lot of the typical, FromSoftware knows that this is very much outside of their traditional stuff they've been doing for the last decade, right? That's why there's no Moonlight Greatsword. That's why there's no Black Knights. There's not even any FromSoftware in jokes. Like, you know, the Moonlight Greatsword is very old school, Kingsfield, or even before. You know,
Kingsfield.
You see that arrow passed right through that guy, by the way. That's what the hell?
They can cheat, Marcus. It's a FromSoftware game. You got to cheat harder than they do.
I'm calling hacks.
Well, you can come back to life. That's a pretty good move.
Yeah, for people just joining us now, we're about halfway through our play today. We're going to go for till 4 o'clock here, Central.
We are up in the ante with the Super Replay. We're going 2 hours per episode, so that you have time to, like, you know, have lunch with us or whatever you want to do, and just kick back and enjoy a longer session of what we love. Super Replay 2022.
Reiner, I thought you were telling people that I was halfway through the game. I was like, why are you lying to people like that?
Nope. But yeah, as Dan said, you know, if you're having your lunch break, you get 2 hours today because that's the length of Super Replay. So, you know, you could tell your boss, you know, too bad.
I mean,
this is my lunch break.
Yeah.
We listened to all those comments from that last one where it's like, we only have an hour, we want more, and now we're bringing you more. Only at GameInformer.com. Check us out. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much.
Tell your boss the president of video games has spoken.
Okay. Marcus has been doing an amazing job, by the way. I haven't had to step in, which is, I guess, not that surprising for this early, but clearly Marcus does have some experience with the game from his prior journey. I am looking forward to things definitely get much harder. So.
Oh gosh, when he gets to the swampy, giant stuff. Oh boy, yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
And I also, in case you are just joining us, I never beat this game.
Right. So Marcus got about halfway in his initial attempt on this game. So we're going all the way. And those of you who know the second half of this game know what's there. I will not go any further than that.
Okay, so they're not alerted. They're just kind of like,
oh, they're alerted. You can tell by the music.
Okay, they weren't for a little bit. They were kind of like, oh, that sounded like death, but we don't know. Oh, that guy sees me.
And the torch guys alert their friends. The scout enemy.
He's the one that gets the. Oh God, there's dogs. Okay. I was just gonna kill that guy for snitching, and everyone else was gonna live. But... All right.
So they make it. Well, you're very good in a dual 1v1 in this game. They do try to make, when they want to put a pressure situation on you, they use multiple enemies, because this isn't like a Souls game where you just, like, you know, you can hack them all down with one move. It's really dangerous to be in an encounter with more than one enemy at a time. I like that. That's a good sign, Mark. Good sign, Reiner. I gotta get a sign thing to hold up too. Next week.
You got a sign? I didn't see it.
I'm writing my notes.
So you want to see it?
Oh, okay. I like it.
Someone in the chat came up with it. I can't take credit for it.
Thank you, chat.
What was the one I came up with for you? Oh yeah, Marcosaurus Rex.
That's right.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah, I was
That's
going to
gonna
really
be-
try to sell that as a really cool name.
Yeah,
That's going to be the new
That's
dinosaur
good.
in the
You
next
call him the
Jurassic
Whittler
Park.
because he whittled that boat. I like it.
I wish I still had it.
I do too. I want to see this boat.
I may have tossed it into a campfire.
What? Did you make the boat at camp?
Yeah, I made it a camp, but I think as soon as I got the badge, I think I had no desire to keep it and tossed it into a campfire. So, it helped everyone else. It kept us warm. Oh,
You
God.
get the
this
badge
is...
for a campfire then?
Oh, no. Not this time. Oh, no. Oh, they're not going to come up any further? Are they? Okay, this guy. Taking initiative.
I mean, they have to let-
Grindlethorpe is saying he came up with the name.
Thank you, Grindel.
Really wants credit. So there you go. All yours.
They give you these areas so you just run through. They know that FromSoftware players love to run through the levels just to go slow. So
Oh, there's a guy behind me.
they leave that door open. Yeah, I told you these like if you get scouted out, you better be ready to fight or run.
That dog is a problem.
As I said, multiple enemies at once. You're kind of encouraged when you do get spotted to sort of run away to a safe place, hide, and then come back and sort of assassinate them one by at a time.
Jesus. big guy. Jeez. All right. Everyone
Nice.
cool?
Look at
We
all
cool?
that. Look at
Oh!
Oh! Look at the burbs. The burbs.
Chickens. Just
Not
out of
what's
the fire and into the in-house. Oh, no.
Oh, Marcus, you're not getting.
I had like one moment of reprieve thinking everything was fine, and then roosters.
All right. Well, we're gonna get you a large Coke and a couple of Popeyes biscuits.
Oh, Popeye's biscuits are really good.
You're gonna need the Coke
They're
because
very
the
buttery.
biscuits are actually going to sap all of the hydration out of your body when you eat them because they're so dry.
Yeah, but they're very buttery, though.
They are buttery. They do have the butter edge.
Also, I've always been of the belief Popeyes is better than KFC overall, especially in their side dishes.
You wanted hot takes on today's stream. There's one.
KFC
They do have better side dishes because they have spicy side.
Well, their side dishes have flavor first and foremost.
Okay, KFC biscuit compared to the Popeyes biscuit.
You throw shade at me for talking about Jurassic World getting off topic, and you are just in it on this one.
Listen, I have very strong feelings about Popeyes biscuits. All right.
Yeah, Popeyes
I
biscuits.
respected you like keeping the stream moving the right way.
All right.
Hey, you lost me.
This is actually you actually caught me at a good point.
We
here.
could get you with food.
Yeah,
this
Popeyes biscuits
is
bring the
good.
best out of people.
This is a good point. This is a good thing to bring up. I've had many players come to me and say they quit the game because of this mechanic. So I want to explain this now while Marcus gets through it.
Let's do it.
They put this death mechanic in where essentially all the cool characters you meet, the good NPCs, they get this dragon rot that accumulates as you die. So it makes you not want to die because you're afraid these characters can die. Number one, they can never die. Number two, it doesn't lock you out of beating the game. Number three, there's a way to repair it with items. Number four, the only thing that having all of your people sickly and dying does is restrict a couple of different quest chains that are optional. That's it. So people get really nervous and scared that this mechanic is hurting them. And they're like, there's too much pressure. I'm going to quit the game because my people are dying from this dragon rot. They will not die. You are not locked out of the game. None of this stuff was there. Originally, this mechanic was going to do that in the early implementation over there on the game. And they took that out. This is basically a toothless system to try to make you afraid of dying in its current incarnation. So do not ever be afraid of the dragon rot. Ever. I had players come to me and say, Dan, I played Sekiro, but I was afraid all my people were going to die because I kept dying. I'm like, you're supposed to die. You're supposed to die like hundreds of times in this game. And the dragon rot's too oppressive. It doesn't do anything. It can be healed with items if you want to unlock a couple of very specific quest chains. That's it.
Hey, Marcus.
Yes.
That advice is coming from a Sith Lord. I'm just going to warn you that he might want the death and suffering to happen, and you might want to fear the dragon rot.
The only reason I brought it up is because I've seen countless people misunderstand the dragon rot mechanic, and From doesn't do a good job of explaining that it's. Well, I'm not going to tell you that the mechanic they're trying to get you to be scared of has no implications, but like I get it. Like yeah. They should have done a better job conveying that you're going to be fine if you let everyone get fully dragon rotted. Nobody cares.
By the way, Chet is still on the Popeyes KFC.
Yeah,
here.
because that's a big deal.
Is Popeyes
I
winning?
realize, yeah.
Is Popeyes should be
yeah,
winning.
yeah. It's obliterating KFC. Just my take from what I'm seeing here.
Now I will say KFC's chicken is good. I don't mind their chicken, but
good.
everything else, If you try Popeyes mashed potatoes,
They're scratch mashed taters.
Say again.
KFC's taters are better than Popeyes taters.
No, wait. Wait,
Yeah.
you talking about the fries or the mashed potatoes?
Mashed potatoes.
No.
Yes.
Their mashed potatoes are so bland. Popeyes is like Cajun style with like actual flavor and spices.
Like I said, all the Cajun style stuff is great, and KFC doesn't have that. So I agree on that.
So you're getting me killed because I'm distressed about this KFC situation.
I let it go. I dropped it. Chat didn't want to let it die.
Okay. All right,
I'll let you work. But I'll agree, the Cajun sides at Popeyes are way better. But the biscuits are like a desert, okay? They
So are KFC's.
Dry. No.
We might just have to leave this chat open after we're done playing. It's just people are still going here.
Both of their biscuits are dry, but if I'm gonna get dehydrated eating biscuits, at least put some butter in there. So Popeyes wins by default.
No, you take the KFC ones you get with the KFC gravy. You don't need a plain.
See, you have to add stuff to their biscuits to make it better. You don't have to do anything with Popeyes. You just eat it.
I think if you eat one of those plain, you will actually have to go to like the hospital for hydration issues. All right.
Where did they come from?
There's cannoneers over there that are supposed to put a lot of stress on you in this area.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave them be. Not this rooster though. This rooster pays the price for this KFC.
So
Popeye's debate.
All right.
for next week's
go.
stream, do we both have access to a KFC and a Popeyes?
I do, and for a wrinkle, there's a Church's chicken near me too, which is like the wild card.
I have access, but I can't eat any of that stuff.
We have Cane's.
Oh yeah, Raising Cane's is great.
It is.
Raising Cane's
We don't have Raising Cane's down here, but I remember when I interned there, I went a few times and it was very good.
Yeah, I went with Marcus once to the Raising Cane's beats both of them out. I think you just get a basket of chicken with that Texas toast.
Ooh, and that dipping sauce.
Yeah, the Cane's dipping sauce.
What's up, guys?
Is really good.
We have a Zaxby's. Have you guys any Zaxby's fans?
You're just making stuff up.
No, the Zaxby sauce is legendary. Had it. I think it's a little overrated, but
Yeah, we got Chick-fil-A, Cane's,
Chick-fil-A is overrated.
Popeyes.
I will say that.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
Chick-fil-A is good, but it's super overrated, in my opinion. Like, the way you see cars lined up for miles to get Chick-fil-A, I'm like, it's not that serious. It's just Chick-fil-A.
Is that what you say? Just walking down the aisle of cars?
Oh, I make it a point to drive by slowly and heckle every single person.
so Marcus, you're going here. That's interesting. An interesting choice.
I decided to stay in the present for now, change it up a bit. I should heal, though, but I don't have any heals.
Look at that
but
snow.
All right, so I'm going to bring those guys back because I don't have any gourds. And I don't like that, so... Get up.
We'd like to have gourds around here.
Yeah.
And gourd seeds. Did you ever turn into those gourd seeds?
Yeah,
right?
I have two. I have two
probably
gourds.
screaming about biscuits.
No, yeah, I have two gourds. We are fully gourded.
We are fully gourded.
Commissioner Gourded.
And thank you, everyone, for joining us for this super replay. Subscribe if you haven't. We'd love to have you.
Absolutely.
A lot of live streams coming up in the future.
Yeah, we are. It's awesome to have y'all here, and we're really glad to be giving another hour to Super Replay for this playthrough, and many more streams. It was great to see you all on the Scarlet Nexus stream the other day, and yeah, we're just gonna keep rocking them out. Cool games, cool people, good times, and of course, the best biscuits only at GameInformer.com. Thanks for joining us. Look at that. That was a nice video. All right. Now we see what Marcus is made of.
Wait. Okay, sorry, someone.
This dude can give people some problems.
I remember this.
I remember Andy Mack having some conversations with me about this guy.
Oh.
Smooth move, though. Smooth move.
Waiting for him to make a move.
I think all the wrestling has actually made Marcus very adept at this encounter. This is basically a wrestling fight.
Yeah. Marcus,
It comes
he
at you off
understands
the top
all
rope.
the animation.
Oh!
All the iframes. He's got it.
I don't know. This fight, Reiner can trip you up even if you know it very well. And it only takes one mistake to bury it.
Oh! I'm sorry.
No, you're doing
No.
great.
Yeah, that
Well
was
done
great.
so far.
Oh, what? Okay. All right. Now you got me with that, but... Oh! Throwing Randy Orton drop kicks. And... Oh, no.
You're still good. You got an extra life, dude.
Oh, that's
So far,
true.
so good.
That's a good point. Oh, yes, get him!
There we go. All right.
Yes.
We got one. Are we gonna one and done the ogre?
Don't jinx me.
Hey, I'm talking here. All right.
Oh, that elbow.
It would line up with our recent Souls replays, though.
Would. Yeah. I didn't mean to jinx him. Yeah, I mean, if he gets you.
All right. That was a kick out at 2 there. I have no gourds. Got half my health. Get out of there! Oh, I thought he got me.
Okay,
oh, I don't like. Wait! Oh, whoa!
Well, this is a wrestling match right here.
I'm just loving listening to Marcus here.
What? Oh, I'm not dead. I'm still mad that it hit me, but get out of there! Did he get me? Oh no!
No, you're okay. You're just on. Oh, there it is.
Good. Well, that was a really good first attempt, and you don't even have, you know, obviously, I think you know the mechanics of this fight, so you certainly look like you do. You can obviously go get the flamethrower to make that fight a lot easier.
Flamethrower.
The ogre is very scared of fire. He doesn't like it.
I don't know where there is a flamethrower. These guys, I heard these guys when I eavesdropped, they mentioned that he was afraid of fire, but I was just like, I don't know where to.
Well, I think you can actually use the if you're really clever, you can use the torches in the fight to scare him too.
Oh.
The braziers, but you've got to be really good for that. Anyway, I can help you with the flamethrower if you want to get it. If not, I think you can do this guy raw.
You might want to change that wording.
I used the wording that I wanted to use.
Okay, let's give it one more raw attempt, and then if it goes south, we'll do the flamethrower and we'll lay the smack down.
I think you did a great job without it. He's totally beatable without it. It just makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, I definitely beat him without the flamethrowers. I didn't know about that at the time, but I think I also remember having a similar experience that it sounded like Andy McNamara had of like cursing the ground that this guy walks on.
I watched a friend of mine fight this guy for 4 hours. Just 4 hours straight.
Jesus Christ.
Obviously, watching you play, that will not be the case. But
at what point? I mean, what kind of advice can you give someone at that point? You know,
go outside.
He refused to take any. He was like, no, he was just going to do it until he beat it, and you can do that, right? Until your muscles.
or you know, take a break. Come back to it.
That's always a good idea. Taking a break has got to be one of the biggest tips I can give for anybody playing this game or a Souls game.
Yeah.
We had that with Dan Reichert with Tyson when he was first trying to beat Tyson. He had like kind of the yips.
Yeah,
Yips is like when a baseball player like forgets how to throw a ball, right? Like the chuck knob block.
Yeah.
And he just had this thing in his mind, a block he had to get past.
You can do that. I've done it to myself before. There's that Dark Souls 2 Chronicles I did where I got beat by the Dragon Rider. One of the easiest bosses in the game. At a certain point, you start outthinking yourself, and that's when it's time to take a rest.
This guy was just stabbed through the brain.
Get in your own head. Yeah, he's an ogre, Reiner. He's not human.
But still, everything has a brain. If it gets stabbed, it's kind of it.
They didn't chain him up because he was a nice guy.
He's too busy hugging people. We can't have that. Is he gonna chase me out here?
Oh yeah. Like I said, I watched that guy play for 4 hours. He tried everything. He tried dragging him all over this whole zone. He tried to like bug him out on the architecture. There was all kinds of stuff he tried to do.
I don't know where he is. Is he directly under the...
He's right under you right now, yeah.
Okay.
Get him.
I can't stealth hit him, it looks like.
Yeah, just yeah.
What's up, buddy?
I want that as a t-shirt.
That would be a good t-shirt.
It's a good motivational poster image.
Hang tough.
Like Marcus using the shurikens, getting that extra damage in there. Soften him up a little bit, work the body.
Anger him? Yeah.
He's already very angry. He ain't getting any angrier. Even on my best attempts, sometimes this guy can get you because he likes to throw you just off the edge there. So I try to fight him not near that.
And he's a mini boss.
If you get grabbed, he's definitely a mini boss.
Okay. Not all there.
Jump!
Man.
Oh, he's gonna throw me off.
He likes to throw you off it, but...
Okay, he does not have a lot of health left.
Remember, we're not giving him any help until he taps his mic.
Right. He's got to tap out. He's doing very well, by the way.
Or whines your name in a high pitch.
I mean, I'm gonna change my mind about the episode count now. He's doing really well. So.
Are you down to my range?
Yeah,
Wait, you say 10, 18?
Yes! Yes!
Nice run, Mark. 2 tries. Very well done.
Woo!
I'm impressed.
A little Ric Flair out of him too. I love it.
That's good.
Okay. Yes! I want to suck up your ashes. Ugh!
Not on this boss. No souls to acquire. Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So now again, yeah, you have several directions you can go now.
Look up
Still.
here first. Just a random guy hanging out this whole time. Didn't watch any of that.
So generally, when I fight the guy, I kill this dude first and then drag him back into this area so he can't throw me off the edge.
Oh, that's smart. Hey.
Yeah, a Mibu balloon. Perhaps someday we'll make our way to Mibu.
I don't even know who that is. I don't think.
You will. You will be. You will be.
I thought you were making the Thanos reference there. I don't even know who you are. Okay. I'm just looking around here, getting some nooks and crannies, getting all up in there.
Squirmania chat says
red coins.
This is my favorite game of all time.
Wow.
Asks if we're going to do a skip. We're not doing any skips. This is Marcus's sort of first time playing through the game, so we're just going to kind of let him loose. He does have some knowledge of some of the early game stuff, but he's going in completely unknowing on the second half.
Do you guys ever find binoculars in games useful?
They can be. I don't ever use them, but
targets. Yeah.
They can
well,
be.
the ones that let you mark targets for sure, but like, sometimes you'll come across like a little viewfinder and they're like, oh, you can just look further ahead. And I'm like, I never really, unless they do let you mark targets, I was like, I don't really get anything out of this.
Yeah,
it's kind of like it's like a FromSoftware
story sequence. You see like a Titan on the horizon or something. But I hear you. Yeah. A lot of times they don't do anything.
Okay, so I have a. Actually,
exactly,
I'm gonna teleport back because I got another Gourd seed, so I want a
Gourd seeds.
Gourd.
Well, don't worry, the ogre won't respawn.
Yeah, before we go any further here.
All right. Nicely done today so far.
Yeah,
impressive.
Really good.
Thank you. Feeling pretty good.
Sif says, so hyped for Sekiro Super Replay. Heck yeah, me too. And so far, it's going really great. Marcus is actually flying through this. I'm going to cut 2 episodes off from my total. I'm going to cut 4 episodes off. Let's say 16 now.
Oh.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm at 18, so remember that.
I like this.
Okay.
You're kind of treating this like when you're a kid in class, and when the class is bad, when the teacher writes the class party on the board, and every time someone does something bad, she erases a letter. It's like that, but for my episodes.
I mean, there's a couple of fights. I mean, I think you did great on the ogre, but like, there's a few fights later on that are gonna define my my projected total. We'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
We'll say the board says Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, Super Replay, and every time you shave an hour, you erase a letter.
That's interesting. Anyway, thanks for being here, everybody in chat. It's been great having you here today. We still got another 30 minutes on the clock. I did not expect to get past the ogre today, being completely honest with you. So we're doing awesome.
You thought that was going to be the spot where we stopped, or did you think we weren't going to get there at all?
I think we were going to stop on the ogre with either beating him or not. I didn't know. I honestly did not know. I was thinking if we got the flamethrower, we would have beaten him, and if we didn't, we wouldn't. So that's where my mind was there. So we're making great time, and it's great to have everybody here. Thanks for joining us, of course, on this 2-hour episode of Super Replay. Look for 2-hour episodes, all Super Replay long for Sekiro. We're going to get some meat and potatoes time in with this game. You know, that way Marcus has more time to build up that muscle memory
Yep.
during an episode against a big boss, which is really helpful. Some of the bosses in this game took me hours to beat, so that'll be very helpful for the ones that I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Also, I thought I had a Gourd seed, but I guess I don't. I could have sworn I saw that pop up when I beat the ogre, but
Yeah, you did.
she said I did it,
You got like you got a secret medicine thing when you beat the ogre.
but not a Gourd seed.
I think you did too, but I have to watch.
I just talked to her and she was like, "No, you don't have anything."
All right, well, you don't have anything. Believe me, she knows. She's Emma. She's the doctor.
If Emma doesn't know, who does?
That's right. I think you got a prayer bead from the dude. You get a prayer bead from every.
Yeah, so I should have
boss
2
almost.
now, and I need 4 to upgrade my life. Okay.
You having fun, Marcus?
I
Are
am.
you having fun?
I
would
said
be.
what annoyed me about not finishing this game is that I was in love with like the combat and the world and the presentation. So that made walking away even more frustrating. It's like I want to see more of this, but I just can't get over the hump.
I can understand that. I was stuck on the boss that you were stuck on for a while. Not as much as one of the other bosses, but for a while.
Look at this guy. Think he's sneaky. Not
Yeah.
today.
We're gonna help Marcus get past that boss.
We are. We're gonna destroy that boss. I'm not-
You have no idea how happy I'm gonna be when that thing goes down. It's gonna be a moment.
Yeah, Marcus, like with his chops, like I did not know he was already so proficient in parrying. With his skill level of already like understanding that mechanic, and clearly having it down, that will make that fight a lot more tolerable.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at parrying. Like, I love parrying mechanics in action games.
So remaining situation, you can say which boss. Kind of keep that a secret until we get there. Trying not to get too ahead of ourselves here.
Can you say approximately where in the game?
It's like halfway.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, I could bring it up, and then everyone chat are talking about it, and I really, for people who haven't seen this game, I don't want some of that moment spoiled.
Sure.
Especially. Look at Marcus just working this mini boss, like let me try. He's treating him like a regular enemy.
I know. He needs to take his helmet.
Where are you in the game? This is enemy territory. Yes. Basically, you are in enemy territory for the entirety of this game. Outside of your hideout.
Look at this guy stepping in.
Yeah, but you got those iframes. Those beautiful, beautiful iframes. Wow, Marcus is taking on a boss and an enemy at once.
Yeah, look at him line him up. Oh, that's not fair.
I do have 3 healing gourds. What the hell? She was like, okay. Well,
Sif, I will chat with Marcus off stream about which path he wants to take. We will not be doing, for those of you in chat in the know, we will not be doing the dark side ending because that cuts out a chunk of the game, so I'm not going to do that one. However, of the other 2 endings, we will make that determination in private meetings.
No!
And although I like the dark side ending because it has some content that isn't in the other ending, there's a whole chunk of the game we miss out on if we get this out.
Well, you better find a brown cloak by then. Otherwise, we're kind of locked into dark side.
All right. Well, you know, brown cloaks are kind of hard to find. Obi-Wan cloaks. We'll go to the Halloween store and pick one up. Marcus is just working this dude. I love it. Any concerns I had about this playthrough have vanished. He's got his timing down. No, hey, I say what I see.
hey, no, I appreciate
Your
that.
timing is impeccable, and with good timing, you can do anything in this game. So that was really the challenge for me. Like stopping using the dodge button was a huge. Just relearning that Dark Souls instinct to try to dodge everything. Took me a while. And then getting the parry timing down perfect. You do those 2 things, you can do this game.
Yeah. And in life in general, too.
So well done on that next mini boss.
Sorry, I have to do that.
Where does good parry timing get you? What does good parry timing get you in life?
What are we parrying?
Well, just what is that? How does that skill? Yeah,
Well, if we
transfer
were
outside of games.
if we were in the Middle Ages, it probably would have been really important, you know? If
Probably
you were
like
Well,
an
actual parrying, but modern times.
In an
that
actual
skill.
fist, you could probably like in a fist fight, you could parry like an incoming punch.
Yeah, you know, you go get into a bar brawl.
You could parry a broken
It's pretty
bottle.
handy.
Maybe without combat or
Without
battle
combat.
in context, maybe it's like you start to knock over a drink and you can grab it real
Ooh,
quick.
okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or
like-
like Karate Kid stuff.
Reflex, yeah.
Or like someone throws something at you, like, you know, like maybe an errant softball is coming your way, it would hit you in the head, but you have the reflexes
Or-
to kind of
yeah.
swat it.
Or like, you know, a
Catch a
box of
grape
Popeyes.
in your
or
mouth.
something. Somebody throws you a Popeye's biscuit, you know, you jump out of the way. Something like that. Wow, we did really good. This is great, you know? Honestly, we're making really good time here. Very impressive.
At the max, okay. So I cannot. So I need
Yes.
one more prayer bead, and I'll be good.
This is a cool set piece moment in this game. Since Marcus has been through it before, I have no doubt we'll get through it expediently, but it is a very cool moment. This is what Miyazaki calls, you know, more of an environmental challenge rather than your traditional encounter. And it's done well. I like this part. It's fun. It's interesting.
Thought I heard something.
That move reminds me of playing Ratchet and Clank a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see where you get that. I started that game the other day.
Oh.
Oh,
There it
Hello.
is.
something tells me you're not going to be able to kill that thing. Oh. Clip it. Hey, chat, can you give me a clip of that? Thanks, chat.
Oh, that was good.
I'm going to do it myself. I want to make sure I get that.
I like that you kind of gave him the benefit of like a hello, you know, just like kind of in awe of it, and then boom.
It's like the Jurassic Park thing, right? You see the T-Rex and you're like, oh my god, that's a dinosaur, and then it kicks in like, oh god, that's a dinosaur.
Yeah. Holy schmoly. Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, I remember the first time seeing that, just being blown away. Like, one, just how big and how cool it looked, but also terrified. And I'm not afraid of snakes, really, at all. But that thing is just unsettling.
Yeah, we know spiders. Spiders are your weakness.
Zangmaster says, do you get different outfits in this? You do not. Some are accessible by doing some of the modes that Activision put in much later after release. I think it was like a year and a half, 2 years after release. They put in some like boss rush stuff that you can, in fact, unlock additional outfits in. But in the campaign playthrough, you are this character, no outfits.
Oh, he's got little hairs on his chin. Oh wow, look how close he is.
He's getting up real close. I think he wants to say hello.
Should pet him.
I would not pet that.
You can turn around now if you want. Oh, wow. I keep thinking.
He just wants to play.
This is
Maybe.
totally a Jurassic Park moment in the Jeep, right? Like, don't move.
Yeah. Can't see it if they don't move. Vision is based
Yeah.
on movement.
Okay, here we go.
Put them back. They're expensive.
Oh! Oh!
You're good. He can't get in there, can he?
Alright. Oh geez, I don't have anywhere to go here.
It's okay, Marcus. We've implemented the lysine contingency. it'll die out in 100 years.
This is like the kitchen scene in Jurassic Park. Oh
Yeah,
shit! I didn't think he could see
A
me.
lot like it, actually.
I didn't think he would see me. Alright. Where is he at? I'm waiting for him to go like, caw, caw, and then a second snake shows up.
He's tapping his talons on that. Oh. You know, Marcus, I think you're outthinking yourself on this one, man. You just got to move.
Yeah,
I'm just there.
I might be. I'm keeping my eye out for the window, but I think I'm waiting, like I said, too long, and I'm missing.
I think you're playing yourself. You're overthinking it.
I'm working myself into a shoot.
Okay. All right.
Okay, here we go. Not this time. This is the one. Calling it now.
All right.
All right. He's not here yet, right? Oh God, don't. That would be embarrassing if I just fell to my death. All right, here he is. Big boy. Dan, does this snake have a name?
Giant snake.
Okay, that's good to know.
It probably has a real name. And, you know, spoiler alert, we're going to have more interactions with this snake later on in the game.
What was the snake guy in He-Man?
In He-Man, I have no idea. I had him, though. The action figure where his head pops out.
Is it
I still think.
Serpentor, or
Are you thinking of Serpentor from G.I. Joe?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's see.
Because Serpentor is G.I. Joe. That's like Cobra Commander's boss, right?
King Hiss. That's a good name.
I liked what was
King Hiss,
Voldemort's?
that's a good name.
What was Voldemort's snake? Nagini, something like that.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I don't think you can see me, like John Cena.
Oh.
There you go. I wish you could run. This is the closest thing I can do to running. Yeah, you'd be mad. You'd be angry. Oh, what? Oh! I'm sorry. I thought I fell, and there was a little thing here to catch me. Okay.
So there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of snake men in He-Man. There's Ratlore.
Ratlore the snake. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's weird.
Cobra Khan. Squeeze with 3 S's at the beginning.
That's just lazy.
Snake Face.
Okay,
Snake-
never
wait,
mind. Never mind.
snake face?
Forget
Yeah.
what I said about Squeeze.
Tongue Lashore.
You know, the 80s were really cool.
I know, we went the wrong way.
Really did. We need more snake face in our lives.
Snake Face and Squeeze. I was like, can this tiny little thing protect me?
Oh yeah, Squeeze had all the long arms. Super cool.
Hey, what's up? This is Snake Face. It's your boy Snake Face.
He turned around so quick.
It could be your new streaming name.
Oh, Jesus. All right,
That's actually a pretty good. That's a pretty good stream name.
All right, we're gonna just all ass here, basically. I don't know where to go. I feel really exposed here. Oh God, where am I supposed to go? Up there?
Up there.
Ow! I'm just swinging. I'm just swinging for anything that is a grapple point. Okay, there we go.
That's the idea. You got it.
You know they're re-releasing like all the He-Man stuff.
Wait, really?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna show you.
Marcus, you're almost there.
Yeah, I got 3 of them.
Oh wow.
So here's He-Man.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're different though. You know what I mean? They look a little
that
different.
looks different. That does look different.
But it's similar. You know.
Yeah, that's pretty similar actually. I have the old.
You gotta have him.
Skeletor. Yeah, I do.
And then I got one more just because he's the best.
Oh yeah. He is really the best. He was my favorite character in that whole series.
Yeah, Orko. But they got
He's like-
Scareglow, Trapclaw, Manny Faces.
Oh yeah, I have many faces. He's got the twisty head thing that you can make him.
Yeah. Beastman, Man at Arms, Tila. They got a ton. Evil
That's
End.
like the whole lineup from that first line. Do they have
the second line
too?
now.
They have
Yeah.
the
Oh, they
vehicles?
have the
Oh,
Battle
man.
Cat and yeah.
There we go.
Thor. Yeah.
Oh.
Good stuff.
It really is. I had so much fun with those action figures back in the day. For those of you who don't know about the before times, before we had video games to play all the time, we had to play with action figures and make our own stories up. That was fun too.
What was you guys' like one single favorite toy? Like, I felt like there was always the one action figure that was basically like your Woody. Your, like,
I don't think I ever had a Woody. Like I had a whole army. Like I had tons of Star Wars figures, tons of He-Man, and they just like they got thrown into a big box with.
But you never had the one that like stood above all of them?
I really was into Monsters in My Pocket. There's a line of like I was even into horror at a very early age, so those were cool. And then there was Battle Masters or Beast Masters. They had like little insignias of elements you'd rub off on their chest. Find out which elements they were. They were really cool. They were like holograms in the middle of the chest. Like, I've got a water one, and your friend would be like, well, I've got a, and then he'd rub it off. He'd be like, oh, this guy's fired. And like, my water beats you. And then those were good times.
They did that with Transformers too. You didn't know if you had an Autobot or a Decepticon. You had to hold down the little center sticker to find out.
Yeah, and eventually you'd rub the stickers too much, and it would be on permanently.
My toy, to answer your question, Marcus, was Jetfire, my Transformers toy. Loved that, and then my Boba Fett figure. Those two were just the best.
Nice. Mine was I had a Spider-Man action figure that was based on the 90s animated show that was on Fox Kids, because I was obsessed with that show as a kid. Like, that was the show that made me a Spider-Man fan.
Oh yeah, it was great. The 90s animated comic cartoons were amazing. The X-Men line was really great back then.
So good.
90s X-Men was incredible. Good attempt, Marcus, by the way.
Yeah, you saw I got shot from behind, right?
I saw they do that.
I appreciate that, sir.
I would always make sure I wouldn't miss episodes of those. Those are really good.
See the last one? Honda Daddy?
Honda Daddy is very slow.
Zangmaster says he had a T-1000 Terminator toy with a crowbar in his side, and when he pushed it in, he would explode. I never saw that.
That's cool. I want to see
that.
that.
I don't recall that either. I had Micro Machines too, nuisance. Micro Machines were very big. I mean, you go back and watch some of those like 80s and 90s commercials today. They make no sense whatsoever. Can you imagine a Micro Machines commercial on TV today?
I miss the old creepy crawlers commercials. It was just little brothers scaring their sisters.
I mean, think about the products we had back then. It's like, yeah, this is the goo machine. You put the Play-Doh in the nose and then you eat it. Welcome to the Crawl Lab. I mean, there were like 20 of those different products, right? It was like,
but it worked. You're like,
it did work.
I have to have that. You're like, Mom, my life will have no meaning unless you buy this for me.
Marcus, we have about 12 minutes left.
We
Dan,
do.
how are you thinking about progress here?
Marcus is coming up to the first real boss in the game, like not a mini boss. Marcus will destroy this dude. I don't know if he'll do it in like the next 12 minutes, but probably. I think Marcus can probably one-shot this guy. And after that, we're into the meat of the real game. So I think we've made great time actually for episode 1. With 10 minutes left, again, this guy I predict this boss will take 2 tries from Marcus.
Keep it dry. I have no gourds, and I think I only have 1 res, or I have no reses, I should say. But I remember.
Like I said, 2 tries. So this is the practice run, and then you do it with your gourds.
I do remember this though, and I saw the battlefield, and I was like,
a very cool-looking boss, very imposing, but this dude is really quite gentle compared to other bosses in this game.
yeah.
And the way that Marcus was handling everything before this, I have no doubt that he'll take this out.
Maybe this is a test run for Elden Ring here.
Yeah,
horse action.
Maybe. There's gonna be, yeah. That's one element that I actually don't trust from to get right as far as combat, so we'll see how that turns out.
That horse runs up vertical walls.
That is cool. Yeah, as a traversal option, I think it's gonna be awesome. But I'm not sold on the mounted combat. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh. Little Larry Sanders or Larry David.
Yeah. He's hanging out. You got this, Marcus.
Look how the blood stains his little cape.
They really like blood in this game. Again, accentuated to kind of play into Tengu era movies, I think. Like the previously aforementioned Blade of the Immortal manga.
It was good stuff.
It was. Well done, Marcus.
I'd also recommend Legend of Sarah if you haven't read that. I want to say that's the Akira creator. I'm not certain. It's been a while.
Right.
He hit me as I was about to lasso him.
The good thing is we got time for another attempt. Of which I think Marcus will do it very easily.
Yeah, that felt good. That was a good first try. Oh, unseen.
Yeah, Duke made a crack about Elden Ring seeping into Sekiro, but seriously, what From does over there is they do like to tie what they learn on one project into their following project. So I think Elden Ring, obviously, the lifeblood of that is the Soul series, but there's going to be elements of Bloodborne and even Sekiro in there as well. I mean, you can even see that in their core series. Like, you can see the speed of Dark Souls 3 was a lot faster than Dark Souls 1 and 2, and that's probably some Bloodborne influence with the pacing of combat.
What a studio. Seriously.
I know, right? Like, what
Yeah.
a story.
What a story, Mark.
Like, seriously, we'll go over it. We don't have time for it this week, but the whole, like, Miyazaki path from Soul to present, company president, is fascinating, and how the company turned around from where they were, which was, like, making games that, they were all right, to defining a genre,
And just how many they've released, too. And the high quality of each one, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They cranked up, for a while, we were getting 81 releases.
And then George R. R. Martin. And surprise, surprise. Slower schedule.
The winds of winter.
You think George was asking Miyazaki for help with the book, like in exchange?
Bank Master says everyone has 2 health bars. Some have more, some have less. You saw how many health bars are remaining by those pips in the top left of the screen. Master. 1 health bar per pip.
Question for you about Game of Thrones. So they ended the show. Obviously, it's kind of fan fiction-y. HBO writers doing most of the lifting. Martin, telling them the script, but do you think Martin changes the story now, given the negative reception of the show?
I don't think, dude, we all know, and I've been saying this for years. I think we've definitely had discussions about this on the podcast and on this show. And it's never going to happen, right? We will never have a completion of this on Earth Fire. It's just not going to happen.
Do you think he'll release the next book?
If we are lucky, we will get, and I do not think it's for certain we will get that next book. We will never get the last book. Under no
He said he
circumstance.
wrote like hundreds of pages during the pandemic.
That's what we said. Where is it?
Touché.
I don't even think we're going to get this one. I give it 70-30 against. And the last one, forget about it. Never happened. And I've held to that, by the way. I've been saying that for like the last 2-3 years.
I hope he finishes them.
Like, I think you're right. I think that to this point, since they have all this now sadly canonical stuff in that universe, obviously he doesn't have to follow it, but now I bet he's all like, well, what if I did do that? What if that didn't have, God, that's gotta be horrible, right?
Yeah.
To have that lore for your universe out there, and that's not how you envisioned it.
But then, also you just giving into that like fan reception, like, well, they didn't like what happened to this character.
Maybe I shouldn't do that.
Should I
now,
just
right?
change it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It puts you in a weird position.
Yeah, that's gotta be really awkward. And on top of the fact that a lot of us had doubts about whether it would be completed anyway. There it is!
Yes!
Perfectly timed, too, man.
Yes!
Jeez. You
We're
and
really good
Dan
at
Tack.
timing. Yeah, we're timing these bosses with the end of the show really well.
Yes!
Well done.
Oh, I want all of this.
We'll let Marcus
go.
celebrate here.
So you get a
See if he
memory.
has another yes in him.
So what I like. Mechanical bear. Oh, yeah. Okay, we got a new tool.
What we got?
Yeah. And those memories do increase your power permanently, which just makes them really cool.
Hell yeah. Just getting stronger every day. What is this?
Got any notes to take, Dan? Or are you good?
I'm good. I'm good. We can wrap things up here in what do we got? 5 minutes. Marcus can go back to town and
Yeah,
turn
I'm going
in
to go back
stuff
to
and
town.
call
Yeah.
this a show. Well
All right,
done, Marcus. Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent
first
episode.
episode. How'd it feel lengthwise? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm legitimately shocked at how good I did.
I am changing my prediction. 12 episodes.
Wow, man.
I
Damn.
know. We made really good time on this.
Yeah, you shaved off 8 episodes.
I expected us to not get
That's
past
16 hours.
the chain ogre. I know. I know what I know. All right. I watched his parrying. I watched his technique, and that's my prediction now. The problem with that prediction is obvious. There's a couple bosses that are not like the others, and we haven't decided if we're doing the optional big guy. That'll take an extra 3 episodes probably. So that determination has not been made. But if we don't fight Mr. Hatred, then I predict 12 episodes.
Mr. Hatred.
I think Marcus wants to take on Mr. Hatred.
Then
We
I say
gotta take down everybody.
I don't know if I...
well, for taking on Mr. That's some added time. Let me tell you, that guy is mean.
I was like, I don't know if I've met... Wait, Mr. Hatred's not a nice person?
You've never met him, Marcus. He's later on, and he's optional. He's kind of like the nameless king of this game. He's an optional difficult boss.
Okay.
We take down Squeeze.
I hope that's his canonical name.
It is now. I'll update the wiki,
Okay.
the official wiki.
Cool. Sounds good.
Can we take down that snake? I think you can later, right?
Yeah, you can. You can.
Yeah.
The snake can be defeated. He's not a boss fight though. We will defeat the snake.
So I'm trying to work my way back
Well,
around.
F
to
Bobby in chat says we have to do it, so we're doing it. All right, throw an extra 2. I'll give Marcus 2 extra episodes for that. So 14 now.
Okay. I'm trying to work my way back to the last save point. I don't know if I can from where I am. I think I got to go through this building to open up the door on the other side.
All right. Well, as we wrap things up here, Marcus talks. Well, I guess we're going to talk to the Tengu. That's another couple minutes.
I mean, is he important? He seems like he is. Oh, he's tall.
This is an important character in the game.
Oh, what? That means you can't kill me.
The story behind why the samurai like shout their name out is pretty interesting. But we'll go over that next episode.
その左腕忍び技師とは懐かしいなるほど石腕の狼か気に入ったぞならばセキロお主をそう呼ぼうお前は何だわしはアシナの天狗よ。おう、セキロ。お主のネズミ狩りをするか。
Yes.
なんだと。このアシナにはネズミが入り込んでおる。うじゃうじゃと我が物顔でな。ネズミもいろいろじゃが、それを片端から切り捨てるのよ。どうやらお主にも人切りの才がある。その才を磨くのに役立とう。どうじゃセキロ。ネズミ狩りをせぬか。
Sure?
承知。よし。
Are we doing this now or what's happening? I don't remember this.
This is important. But we're not going to do it right now. But we are going to go kill some rats.
Yeah! Finally!
Rats in the keep.
Like his Richard Nixon.
For those of you
mask.
watching at home, we're not going to be killing actual rats. He means the invaders.
Okay.
All right, let's go save it up, Marcus.
Yeah.
So I should be able to save as soon as I go outside here.
Thanks everybody for coming to Super Replay today. I hope you enjoyed the new 2-hour episode format that we are experimenting with here for Sekiro. We hope you had a great time, and we hope you're going to join us next week for more bosses and, frankly, more of Marcus's impressive performance on his first go here. I definitely am impressed by his abilities. I thought this was going to be a big fixer-upper, but you know, I might not have to do a whole lot of work at all in this replay. We'll see.
Yeah, we brought you in to be his Miyagi, and he doesn't need it.
Obviously, the true tests lay ahead. The true tests definitely lay ahead, but I am impressed with what we've done so far.
Yeah, you might be too powerful, Marcus, with that headband.
I chose well.
Might need to nerf you a little bit. Get rid of that +1 or +2 you're getting off that.
Hold on. All right, I think we're good. I enhanced my attack power.
Yep.
And I don't know what this is, but... Oh, no, we're not fighting them again.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we're good.
All right. Well, that's the end of episode 1. Great work, Marcus. That was a lot of fun. And again, to echo Dan, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Game Informer Super Replay. We'll be back with another 2-hour episode in 7 days. We'll see you then, everyone. Bye now.